What's up, guys? Welcome to the Talking Pigskin Divisional Round edition. Last week with my wildcard picks, I went 4-2. Definitely didn't expect the Rams and the Browns to win their games. But no, that's why we love the NFL, as I keep saying it every week. You never know what happens. It's any given Sunday. The Browns, especially scoring 28 points in the first quarter, was something none of us could have predicted. Clearly, Big Ben and Pittsburgh Steelers are on the decline at this point. So that was that. And then the Rams. Wow. Even Jared Goff, I just said a lot of things about him, and then he comes in to replace John Wolford after he gets hurt, and he does with a broken thumb. He just played pretty well um, for them to win the game, and I definitely think that was unexpected. But hey, good for them. And Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, and all those boys on defense definitely has been carrying that team. But with all that being said, let's begin the games for this weekend, starting with the LA Rams traveling to Green Bay to take on the #1 seed Packers. Now, is this the year for Aaron Rodgers and company to finally make a run and get back to the Super Bowl after 11 years? Yes, but it's a very challenging road. In comes the Rams, who are feeling hot about themselves. The defense has been playing very well. Cam Akers has been running the ball very hard. And of course, the quarterback situation is not the greatest, but at the same time, Jared Goff clearly showed he could somewhat play even with a broken thumb. They won't need him to do much as long as that defense comes to work and make sure Aaron Rodgers stays on the sideline for a majority of the game. They have to play ball control offense if they were to have even a shot at winning this game. But Packers defense is significantly better than previous years, and Packers offense has been rolling all year long, with the exception of second half against the Carolina Panthers towards the end of the season. I just don't see Packers, having a rough game. I think they'll be well balanced. I think Aaron Rodgers will have a very good game, and I think the Packers will win this game and move on to the NFC title game. Moving on to the night game on Saturday, where the Buffalo Bills will host the Baltimore Ravens. I did predict the Ravens to beat the Titans, so I was definitely right about that. The Ravens looked very good, especially from second quarter on in that game. They were down early 10-0, and then Lamar Jackson found himself real quick, went on the 51-yard touchdown run, and then after that, the Titans never really looked like themselves much of the game. J.K. Dobbins has been running the ball hard. Hollywood Brown made a couple of good catches for Lamar. They got to keep that going. Going into Buffalo, where they just, which we all thought they were going to throttle the Indianapolis Colts, but they didn't. They ended up having a very good game and edged out a victory at the end. I think Josh Allen and company will definitely have to keep on rolling. Their running game, I know Zach Moss is out, and I think they just picked up Devonta Freeman from free agency. But Devin Singletary has to run the ball even better. Josh Allen has been running the ball for them. He's playing quarterback and being the top rusher of the team. That's not a good sign, so they got to turn that around. I know playing against Lamar Jackson is going to try to emulate and try to go toe-to-toe with everything Lamar does, but I don't think that's a good idea for Josh Allen. I think both defenses will struggle a little bit. In a very good shootout, I think the Ravens will go on the road and beat the Buffalo Bills, believe it or not. Moving on to Sunday's games, the first game will be Kansas City Chiefs hosting the Cleveland Browns. Now, on paper, this game is a blowout, and it should be. The Browns, yes, they had a very good game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, but you're going against the #1 team in all of NFL, in the Kansas City Chiefs. Granted, their offense hasn't been prolific the last few weeks of the regular season, but I think with the week off, and especially week 17, all the starters took the day off, so I believe they're going to be much more relaxed and ready to go. Mahomes and that offense is, of course, when they're rolling, it's unstoppable, and I think when the Cleveland Browns defense shows up, I think they'll continue just that. And the Browns, if they have any chance of winning this game, they have to rely on Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb the entire game. Sure, Baker Mayfield did have a good game, but you're going against the Chiefs, you have to match point for point, and I don't see him doing that. I think the Chiefs will keep it close in the first half, and I think second half they'll pull away. Kansas City big over the Browns. And the last game we have is the game that everyone is talking about, and the game everyone's going to watch. It's the New Orleans Saints hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. For the very first time, we're getting Tom Brady and Drew Brees in the postseason. Granted, they're both in the in their early 40s, but still, we haven't had a game of this magnitude since Peyton Manning has retired, where Brady and Manning used to go toe-to-toe every year. So this is going to be fun to watch, and whoever wins this game will hopefully get to see Aaron Rodgers in the NFC title game. So the NFC, the Legends, are shaped up very well to finally give us the matchups we always wanted and never got. But here is the problem. I don't think the Buccaneers are gonna be able to pull through when they go to New Orleans. They lost both times against the Saints this year, and the Saints weren't even at their full, their top heavy lineup. Michael Thomas wasn't playing well. Drew Brees wasn't playing well. And granted, against the Bears they struggled, but I think the Saints will be ready to go at home. In comes Tom Brady, who has been playing very good. I just don't think he's gonna be able to do much at the Dome. I don't know what happened to the Buccaneers when they play against the Saints. It's just that they can't keep up with them. Could I be wrong? Possibly. It is Tom Brady. It is the postseason. He usually turns it on, but I just think New Orleans will be too much for them to handle. And the Saints defense has been playing well. They held the Bears only to 9 points. And then the Buccaneers offense Buccaneers defense let Taylor Heineke run all over them last week, which wasn't a good sign for Todd Bowles. So we'll see what happens, but I think the Saints will win that game. So there you have it. I'm picking the Green Bay Packers, the Baltimore Ravens, the Kansas City Chiefs, and the New Orleans Saints to move on to championship weekend next week. Let me know what you guys think on these picks. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow me at Instagram, Twitter at Talking Pigskin. Guys, I'll see you next week. Take care.